welcome to the Credit Game. It's your first time on the channel. Mike and the team would appreciate if you would hit the subscribe button on one of these sides here, because this helps our channel grow. It helps our organization. We're doing videos a couple times a day, guys. This is not where we come to you once a week, not where we come to you Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We are coming in your ear every single day, multiple times, to help you with the credit game. Remember, if it is your first time on channel, I want to tell you a little story. I was at a 505 credit score not too long ago. Today I'm in an 829 credit score and only going up from here. And that's because I learned the ins and outs of the things to do to really learn credit. So over the last decade, I've kind of learned really how the credit bureaus work and learned the game. And anything that you want to be a master at usually takes 10,000 hours to master that craft. Well, I've put significantly more than 10,000 hours into a craft that I wanted to learn really well. And as I built the credit game, I decided, okay, cool. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build this platform, and one day only, I will share it with the world. And today, you guys are just really in the you're listening to me today. Like, I built this for me, not for you. And I'm just proud today to be able to give it back and pay it forward. And so you can learn the credit game. You can teach your family, your friends. Maybe you have somebody in your family that could use credit help. I'm sure you know people that are under an 800 credit score. Most people, most of us do know people that are under an 800 credit score. And so I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate all your subscribes. I appreciate all the thumbs up that you guys are giving me. That really means a lot to me, that you could take a second and hit the thumbs up button, because that's how we grew the fastest credit channel in the history, with over 400,000 followers in just over 1 year. So that being said, I won't take up much more of your time other than telling you the most exciting news that you've been waiting to hear. And that is this. I have partnered with the #1 fintech funding company here in America. And that being said, let me tell you what this is going to mean for you. Most people that get or want good credit come in for a specific reason, whether that is looking to get a car, I'm looking to buy my first house, I'm looking to get credit cards, I'm looking to increase my business so that way I can grow the business, whether it's for the marketing and I don't have the capital to do it, so I need credit. Some people need to finance stuff at their house, they're redoing, they're doing a renovation work, whatever the case, they want to go on vacation. But most people that contact us say, I'm trying to do X, whatever, one of those things, or maybe a multiple of those things, but also the peace of mind that when you are ready, you don't have to go through the process of getting your credit right. Your credit's already right. You see, today I can walk into any dealership and get any car I want. Today I can go apply for any credit card and get any credit card I want. If I want to buy a house, I already know I'm going to get approved. I don't have to go, well, I'm going to go sit with the lender and worry about my credit. It's a peace of mind, guys. It's like, you're already going to get approved. What does that feel like if you knew that anywhere you went to, you're approved? 100%. You don't have to worry about it. Any car dealership you go to, any credit card you apply for, and any vehicle you want, any home you want, as long as you have the finances, right? Assuming that you had the finances, but you knew it wasn't going to be a credit issue at all. What would that feel like? That to me seems like freedom. But what most people do is they walk into a dealership sweating, right? And you got the sales manager running back and forth with the regular salesperson, right? And they're going back and forth. You hear them shaking their head no, and it's a big game, right? And then they come back, they tell you you're denied, or they tell you you're going to get 20% interest and 15,000 down, or trying to get approved for your first house and you're sweating it the whole time. They have to tell you you're denied because you got collections that aren't paid off. Or every time you get on the computer to apply for a credit card, you already know the answer. 7 to 10 day letter. It's going to come in the mail. It's going to say, hey, we're going to send you a letter in the next 7 to 10 days with our decision. That is not freedom. Freedom is knowing. Freedom is knowing that you're going to get approved. And my job is to help you guys get to a point to where it doesn't matter. You're approved. The credit side of things is going to be taken care of. So what I want to share with you today is some of the best news that I've gotten is when I was able to get approved to partner with the number one fintech company in America. What that means is part of our programs now encompass two things. One, you get a primary account. And two, and this is the good news, is you can get approved for a $5,000 credit card all the way up to $71,000 credit card. Now, there are stipulations to getting that $5,000 credit limit all the way up to a 71. Okay, number one is you got to be a Credit Game member. They are only partnering with us. It's not like something you can just go to them and go, okay, cool, I just want to get fun. You have to go through the Credit Game. You got to be part of the Credit Game, okay, which is why I partnered with them and did the collaboration. Number two, you got to have a 680 credit score or higher. But here's the good news. Most people are getting $25,000 on average. Some of the other ones that we've been getting are up in the $50,000 and $60,000. 0% interest for 12 to 20 months. So the minimum of 1 year, 0% interest with up to $71,000 on a credit card. It's a no-brainer. So now here's what the Credit Game does. Because now we've just essentially, like, if you think about what most companies do, let's just take a normal credit repair company, okay? You go in, you get your credit repair, you're out, okay? What the Credit Game now has done is partnered with people that are going to make you successful. Credit Game offers three things now. Now we just added in the funding side of things, which remember, most people, as an outcome, want funding. Whether that is a vehicle, whether that is a home, or whether that is credit cards, those are all considered funding, right? Most people don't just want credit, have a good credit score because they don't want something. They want something. They want the freedom, but they also want to get something. So now that I've partnered with this company and they're exclusively working with the Credit Game, here's how this works. You get into the Credit Game and you're going to get a 3-month primary with any of our programs. So essentially what that means is this. You get into the program and this company is going to, over the next 90 days, while your credit repair is being done by my vendor, you are going to get a primary line that's going to report from the funding company for the next 90 days. You're going to make 3 payments, very small payments. And what that does is build a relationship with the funding company. So as your credit repair is getting done, you are also making your 3 payments. And in that 90-day period, now after you made your 3 payments, you have the relationship with the funding company and your credit score is much higher. Guess what this means? You now potentially get into what we call tier 1 funding. And what most people are seeing is $5,000 minimum $5,000 credit card. We're not talking about the baby boys. We're not talking about the Horizon Gold or the Discover or the Capital One. They're going to charge you 18 to 29%, and you're going to get a $300 credit limit. We're talking about $5,000 is the minimum credit line you're going to get. Oh, and by the way, did I mention 0% interest for at least 1 year? All the way up to 20 months. So 12 months to 20 months, 0% interest funding. So what we've done here is essentially made it a one-stop shop. You come in, you have the entire education platform. Remember, the Credit Game was built for me. And what I did was I journaled everything along the way of how I went from 505. Every step and thing that I've done, I've broken into short videos for you guys. All the way through. The tips, the strategies. I've surveyed over 50 people with 800 credit score to figure out what they did. I teach you that. I teach you what trade lines to get. I also give you a vendor that you can get 75% off of trade lines with. Inside the platform, you have access to 75% off competitor prices and trade lines to build your positives up. So essentially, the one-stop shop goes like this. You get in, you get the elite credit repair. I give you the elite credit repair as part of my program. You get in, you're going to be watching the videos as your credit repair is being done by my vendor. You're watching and learning the Credit Game. Now you have the education over the next 90 days. But what's happening also is you're building a primary account So now what's going to happen is over that next 90 days, that primary is going to report to the credit bureau. Boom, boom, boom. Now I spoke with the owner. I said, hey, they get in for the 90 days. They make 3 months of payments on time. Can they now go back to tier 1 funding? And that's the partnership I worked out with them. And he said, yes. What that means is you have an opportunity of getting at least $5,000 credit limit all the way up to $71,000, depending on how high your score is, with a 0% over the next 12 months. So now the credit union becomes credit education, Tradelines, 75% off, elite credit repair, fastest credit repair on planet Earth, results in under 90 days. And if you go with the Lambo, it results in under 45 days. And then we don't just throw you to the wolves and say, okay, good. Now everything's done. You have the education, you have the trade lines, you have the credit repair, but where do you go to now maximize your funding? Well, now we have the funding side. So here's the deal. I'm extending this to 3 people today. And the reason why is because this is a brand new product, literally brand new. And I know 1000% with the amount of subscribers that I have and the amount of people that are going to be jumping all over this is we're going to be flooded with phone calls because people are going to be super excited. Oh, I want to get in the deal. Everybody wants to get in the deal because they know that if they get the deal in the beginning, they get the primary that posts, and then they work with the funding company at the end that I've partnered with. It's a win-win-win over the next 90 days. So they told me that I can deal with 3 people a day. I want to know if you're going to be one of those 3 people, because the 3 people to get in are getting the education, the trade lines, the elite credit repair, and the funding. Now you have everything encompassed of everything you want. Trying to get a car, trying to get a house, the next 90 days changes your life. You have everything you need to be successful to get what you want for yourself or your family. Trying to buy a kid a car, trying to get yourself a new car, trying to get higher limit credit cards. We now have everything all in one-stop shop. I wanted to finally get this one puzzle piece that's been missing for the last 6 to 7 months. And now I've been working on getting this partnership done, and it's finally secured. That being said, 3 people right now that get in, you guys are going to be literally like infancy stages because it just launched today. And being the fact that the phone's going to be ringing off the hook in a second, as soon as you're done watching this video, if you want the entire setup, call me at 904-420-7772, because this is how you get 5,000 to 71,000 credit limit. Oh, and by the way, no credit check, no inquiry. 3 people is all they gave me. When you're done watching here, 904-420-7772, I want you guys to change your life. Today is your day to change your financial life, to change your credit life for you and your family. Make a decision, do it. Call me. First 3 people are getting this deal. 904-420-7772. My name is Mike for the Credit Game. Talk to you in a few minutes.